Okay, today we're going to do the Chiquita. And the Chiquita is a very good method to win the net position. It's basically a slow ball on the feet of the opponent, and you go to the net and you take the net position. To make this material as easy as possible, we're going to divide it into 3 chapters. So it's reading your opponent and the ball, then it's deciding how fast you're going to play and where you're going to play, where you're going to stand at the net, and the technique as third option. Very important, but not as important as reading the ball and deciding what to do, because that's more important. And at the end of this video, we're also going to show you an exercise that you can do in order to make your Chiquita better, and that exercise is very, very fun and intense to do. So stay to the end of the video, please. Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are in Oosthout in Voorhout with Sasha and Sven, and we're going to do how to play the Chiquita. And we're going to start right now.
Vamos!
Vamos! Vamos! Basically it starts by your opponents. Is your opponent a super tall person? If they are tall, it might be a little bit difficult to play a very good lob. So if your opponent is tall, you can play slow on the feet and get the net position. So a low ball is very difficult if somebody is tall. If somebody is small, it might be better to play a lob. Have a look at your opponents. If their volleys are amazing, it might be not a good idea to win the net position with the Chiquita. Then it might be better to play a lob. It's very important to know where your opponents are positioned. If they are further from the net position, then try to play slow on the feet and take the net position. And if you play a lob, they might have a very good smash because they don't have to walk back that much. If they are very close to the net, be careful, because then if you play the Chiquita, they get a high contact point and they will kill you. So then you try to play the lob. There are 2 types of Chiquitas. It's a forced one and an unforced one. Sometimes it happens that your opponent plays the ball in no man's land and you're basically out of position. There is only one way to get out of the position, is sometimes to go forward instead of playing a lob. So try in this situation to play slow on the feet and to move forward. You can also choose to go to the net position with the Chiquita. So, if your opponent plays like a fast ball and it comes off the wall and it comes back over the white line, that's a very good opportunity to win the net position, because you're already a little bit more forward. With the Chiquita, you can choose if you go forward over the line a little bit, or you take the net position immediately. So sometimes you play slow ball on the feet and you step a little bit over the white line, and then you wait until what happens. Or you can play on the feet and you go anyway, you go forward. And then you just take the net position and you try to get a high contact point, because with a high contact point, you can play low on the feet of your opponent. If I'm playing at the back of the court and I see that my opponent has a good position, I might play a slow ball on the feet, lure them forward, and then play the lob. Or I play the lob, he goes back, I play the ball low on his feet, and then I play the Chiquita. So I can also make like a combination. So it's a little bit a match between you and your opponent, like you as defender and they as net player. So if you play slow balls, they go forward. Then there is more space behind them. If you only play lobs, they know you're only playing lobs, so then they're going to stand further away from the net, and if they're further away from the net, their smash is amazing. So you have to mix those things up, because if you only do one of those, if you only win the net by playing lobs, they know what you're going to do, and they read you, and they will kill you with the smash. So try to mix it up. If your opponent plays his volley super fast, let the ball go, let it come off the wall, and then win the net position. So try, when the ball comes off the back wall and you are around the service line with your contact point, then it's a very good decision to go forward. If you are positioned very close to the back wall, never play the Chiquita, because you have to run too far. So that's why if you play your volley at the net, you don't want to play it too fast, because then your opponent can play Chiquita or a lob. So keep your opponents, when you volley, behind the service line. So you need a speed that the ball remains behind the service line. If you play too fast, the ball comes back too much. If you play the ball too slow, then the ball is not going to pass the service line at all. So try to find the right speed. What I see so many times is that people get forced a little bit to the net. They are in no man's land. And then when they are there, they play super fast. No worries. They play super fast and then they get killed. So when you're out of position, play slow. If you are out of position and you play fast, you need to create time. You're gonna create less time if you play super fast. So less stress. I know you're out of position. No pasa nada. Slow on the feet. And you have time to get a coffee, maybe a bagel. You go to the net, win the net position, volley the ball in the corner, drink another cup of coffee. It's just easy as that. Super difficult. If you play slow on the feet, the main goal of your Chiquita is that your opponent at the net hits the ball lower than the net, because then they have to lift up the ball. You come in and BAM! You kill them. Also very important, are you going to play your Chiquita straight or cruzado? Muy importante, tío, eh? So if you play straight, your opponent that's in front of you is most of the time, if correct positioned, at the first post. Cross-court position, most likely, if they're correct, at the second post. So maybe it is a very good idea to play your Chiquita cruzado. Y muy suave. Your net player has to know that you are going. So if you're going forward and your net player is chilling at the back of the court, it's not going to work so much, because they just play to your partner at the back. So this is a very good way to work together as a team. This is like that you're a machine together with your partner, that you go to the net, boom, and you're present with two guys at the net, and like, holy moly, how I'm going to win this point, because you're so present with your partner. You're so well. You want that partner, huh? You want that part. You want the partner of you to go forward with you. Tag them below and ask them, why are you still at the back? What are you doing there? Vamos, corre, corre. I recommend to play cross-court through the middle with your Chiquita. If you play to the backhand side, could be a very good option, but your opponent also has a little bit of an angle. Because cross-courts down the middle, there is most of the space. And with his forehand, low contact point, it is very hard for them to pressure you, so you're going to be in charge. That feels good, doesn't it? Vamos. The technique of the Chiquita. The moment you all been waiting for. I think. I'm not sure. That's what I thought. It's a super slow shot. So try to not make a backswing at all. So it's just short and you follow the ball with the racket. If the ball is without the ball, you can play a little bit of topspin, but not from the wall. From the wall, I suggest you play flat. Slice is possible, but if the ball goes backwards, the ball will remain in the air longer. So be careful with slice. It's better to play flat. If you have time, you can play topspin. But that's your decision. But I highly recommend to make a very small backswing and to wait until the ball is in front of you. What people do is they're going to run and then hit the ball. So they catch up with the ball. So try to, if you use the back wall, to go with the ball to the wall, wait until the ball is in front of you and then hit it and then go. That's super important. The footwork is very important. What you want to do is you go forward, and when your opponent hits the ball, you come down on the floor. You make a split step. This is super crucial if you play the Chiquita, because if you don't make a split step and you keep on running forward, there is no chance that you're going to get the ball on your left or on your right. So make a split step when your opponent hits the ball, and then you will be super fast and super easy to adjust if something happens that you don't know that's going to happen. Hit the notification bell and drop a sub. We want 700 likes on this video and try for 10,000 subscribers for the end of the year. So if we are not on 10,000, give a subscription and hit the notification bell. Just 30% of our viewers has subscribed to the channel. So that means that 70% of you guys didn't do it. So please, you can help us enormously. Muchas gracias a ti. Grazie a tutti. Grazie a tutti. Molto bene, tutto bene. Andiamo. Make it bros. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you like this video. You're gonna win all of your matches because you stick to the end of the video, so that's super duper good. Thank you much, Sasha, for the video. And I hope you learned a lot in this Chiquita. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, because I'm gonna answer every single question, of course, because you guys are quite amazing.
Thank you so much.
Hasta luego, ciao, adioss. Hedo. Grazie a tutti. Andiamo. Molto bene, tutto bene, skit bra. Mycket bra, in fötter balans. You can stop the video.
I will do that, yes?
Yes, yes.